Welcome to my Frottage mini-series where we're going to explore taking textures from our environment. So this is a setup video just to help you get the best materials for this exploration. So I'm not spending all that time in the start of videos talking about what you need. You can just jump into this video and you'll know exactly what you need for the entire mini-series. What is frottage? Well, frottage is an art technique where you take rubbings from textures in your environment. So I have a little book that I made here with lots of different textures I took that were just in my kitchen, literally no more than a meter away from me. I set myself the task to figure that out, and I layered them up on each other. And another example of some frottage textures, and this is an example of many techniques in one, but you can see here some different textures that I've taken that are built up on this craft paper. So just giving you a couple of little inspiring things to look at so you can see where we can go. But the videos that I have in these series will take you through what you need, and then we'll jump into exploring very specific themes to help us really have a bit of fun with frottage and not just do a rubbing and go, oh yeah, cool. We want to see like, yeah, do a rubbing, and then how can I work with that technique and use it in different ways. So what do you actually need for this series? We will need paper. Yes, we'll need paper, of course we will. And I think you're going to need a little bit thinner paper than art paper that you would normally use. So I think art paper is usually probably a little bit thicker. But I think just the printer copy paper that you have, which is like maybe 90 GSM, would work well. Tracing paper works well. Which is probably thicker than copy paper, and maybe even baking paper, you could use that, or you could use origami paper. It's pretty thin. Of course, please feel free to experiment with whatever paper you have, but this is one of the things that we might consider when we're trying to troubleshoot why frottage isn't working. We might consider, is the paper too thick for the texture I'm trying to get? So see what you can find paper wise, but yeah, thinner is probably better in order to really get some quite detailed patterns. And also we're just being very playful, so you don't need expensive paper. Printer paper, coffee paper will work. And then we need some pencils. So we're just going to stick with pencils, colored pencils and lead pencils, and of course have yourself a sharpener. We're going to stick with that because then we can explore just how many different ways we can respond to the different themes with just pencils and paper. And in that space we get to be very creative because we've limited our art materials. So yes, you can use other mark making tools to do frottage, and we'll save that for another series. But for this one, pencils, paper, sharpener. Maybe you have a pair of scissors as well handy, just in case. Otherwise, paper, pencils, and a sharpener. That's all you need. And of course, the main ingredient is curiosity and a willingness to try. So that's all you need. Have you got that packed? Okay, great. See you in the next videos where we'll be exploring different ways to play with frottage. Okay, can't wait to find some cool textures. See you soon.